These are various drugs of abuse. We have the inhalants, which people, inhale to get high. Gasoline, paint, nail polish, and all that. You have the amphetamines, and incidentally, Nigerians have gone, further to start having clandestine laboratories. So they have these clandestine laboratories where they produce this meth now in the country. It's very dangerous, very, very dangerous, even for those who live around there, around those laboratories. The alcohol, which is socially accepted, but of course we all know how damaging it is to families and people when it is abused. We have barbiturates. All these are drugs people take to get the high feeling. When people believe that for them to perform optimally, they need to use drugs, they take stimulants. Then we have the hallucinogens, which for the same recreative purposes they take them, but it ends up taking up their lives. So many stars we know who have died through use and overdose of these drugs. The cocaine comes in the powder form, in the crack form. The narcotics, opium derivatives, the heroin, the codeine in the cough syrup, which people have been abusing. So now it is controlled. The morphine, these are all controlled substances. And then these are paraphernalia. One way of knowing if your words or anybody you're working with is on drugs is if you notice the paraphernalia. These are things they use in taking the drugs. So you have the syringe for those who inject. You have the spoon or counter they use for hitting the drugs. The matches, someone you probably don't know as a smoker, you always see him with matches. You start suspecting, what is this for? Especially when the matches is not in the kitchen. So the tourniquet they use to tie themselves up before they inject themselves. We have the cannabis here, the diagram there, and then this is the dried cannabis. This is the plant. You may not notice it like this, but this is from this diagram. This is how it is. It's 3 fingers. We have some of them with 5 fingers, and some other species with even 7 fingers. So it's cannabis. And the cannabis is very potent. They use it in so many different ways. Some people even cook it in their porridge. It's potent. They soak it in alcohol, the goscorin or goskolo. They smoke it as cigarettes. They use it as tar. We have the hashish oil. These are all different ways of using the cannabis, Igbo. Then tobacco as well, which is not it's socially acceptable, but we refer to it alongside the alcohol as gateway drugs, because when people use it they get resistant. They don't get the kind of high they enjoy. They now look for something higher. So we advise people to please don't use any medicine. You see these tablets, they look so normal. Don't use any. We call them lookalikes. When they produce the controlled substances and make it like any other pill. But those who use them know, and they could easily introduce somebody to the drugs and you get addicted. So don't take any pills from anybody, even your colleague at work. It's safer to go to the hospital, get your prescription, go to the pharmacy and get your pill.